We advance, we empower, we are strengthening our knowledge and information. Greetings to everyone. You are watching the video from Ramasene. On this video, we are going to talk about the frank dialogue by Professor J.J. Tabani, whereby he have decided to form a podcast where he will be trying to get as much as information from the leaders, be politicians or whoever who's a stakeholder in South Africa. But today I am going to give my opinion specifically about his first person that he invited to the podcast, who is Sello Julius Malema. We know that in sometime about 2 months back, the Parliament Committee in Communication have invited, among others, Mpofu Welsh from SMWX to go and give input on in Parliament about the future of the podcasts. Because we have seen in several times whereby people complain that the podcasts are just gossip areas whereby people lie about the others and what they say is not justified or cannot be authenticated or cannot be verified or is a lie. And then we see other people suing the others. As we have seen of this young people that have said something about the colors, and then we have seen Meg G being sued about a certain woman, etc., etc. People are complaining that the podcasters are now gossip mongers. And also, we have seen the government trying to show a shoulder and try to say the podcasters is the areas whereby people have a time and ability to willingly, without being controlled, to attack the government. But it has been shown that except their minor disadvantages, the podcasts must be protected. And then, should anybody wanted to take any further step about the podcasters, he can open the defamation cases. And we have seen recently on social medias, among the Arab people, Julius Sello Malema opening up the cases against several people, and those people facing the legal steps by going into podcasters, by going into social media and talking things about his names, and he has successfully defended himself against such people. Now, the frank dialogue by Professor J.J. Taban, it came where he has put together 10 radio stations and the Sunday World newspapers, whereby they are going to work together to try to make sure people that are not even having a data, they can hear what is said from his podcasters into a different local radio stations. So it is a platform whereby even ordinary people can be able to hear any person that is at this platform is talking about. Now, and one of the biggest things is that against any other way of the podcasters, JJ has decided to bring along people of different qualities and different fields. The business people were there in this first podcasters, and he had two professors. The other one is Brutus, I don't know him, and that white lady professor whom I know. And then he brought them. In other words, he done his best to bring very, very knowledgeable people in their fields in order to get as much quality as possible from different people that he invites. And then, based on that, for him to make sure and try to see if this will really work, he decided, in my opinion, I think he specifically decided to call a person that he doesn't fear to face the media, is not afraid to come in front of the media, Sello Julius Malema. And also, I think, in my opinion, by doing so, JJ Tabane was trying to cause a pace setting platform. We know the politicians most of the time they do their best to try to dodge questions, but he makes sure he bring Sello Julius Malema that he know he is more than willing to answer every single question, so that when the other politicians comes, they will not be coming there and try to dodge the questions, and then he will be saying Julius Malema was here for more than 2 hours. He was not even avoiding questions, even from the racist or any other set of groups. He makes sure he answer all the questions. So why are you people trying to dilly-dally and like that? So it is going to be very difficult, because we know our leaders, political leaders in South Africa, being interviewed for 1 hour is a very, very long period. We have seen people like Fikile Mbalula, who is the next person that we think he try to last in the interviews. We have seen him trying to filter some of the questions that will be asked, on trying to talk in a very faster way, so that the people could be seen like he's in hurry elsewhere, which is the next person close to Julius Malema. And then we know President Jacob Zuma doesn't speak in the press briefing, or he only wants to answer only specific questions. And then we have seen Helen Zille tremble when she's asked very challenging questions. And then last time we saw Ubabu Bantu Holomisa, when he was asked questions and then talking very sensitive language. So it is my opinion that the man, JJ Taban, he know when he bring Julius Malema, he is bringing some person that will be in the studio answering questions for 3 hours. And we saw when JJ Taban was saying to Julius Malema, we are about to come to the end. Julius Malema said, now I've been answering question by question. Now we say 5 people must talk, and I must generalize. But remember, I don't have anything to write down what they are saying. And Julius Malema makes sure he's got a piece of paper, and he write down, and all of the about 5 to 7 people, the last 5 to 7 people, he share whatever minutes that is left, and you could see he's looking at the paper to make sure that every person that is last has got his questions answered. And in such a platform, he didn't mean that he have to agree with everyone, but he must honestly and with patience and with warmth and humbleness answer the question of everybody else. And we have seen also, because of that, that is what, in my belief, JJ Tabani decided he must bring the person that he knows has got that energy to give honest answers, never mind whether you agree with him or not. And you can also look into that to say the media prefer to ask Julius Malema questions than anybody else, of which JJ Taban said he will, in order also to make sure everybody to be aware of frank dialogue that is God, he will have to make sure that he brings somebody that will pull the people over to his program, and then he saw that to be Julius Malema. And lastly, I can say we have saw Skosana of MKP pulled to the Parliament Ethics Committee, among others, for using intimidating or threatening gesture against a journalist, of which Ndlambulo Ndlela also have complained about the same thing that Skosana is complaining about, which is that um, the journalist interview Julius Malema than anybody else. Do you think my opinion is correct that there is a strategic reasons why Professor JJ Tabane chose Julius Malema than any other political leader? Do you think the other political leaders that can be called will be able to last for about the same period as Julius Malema has lasted, which is about 2.5 hours to almost 3 hours, answering robust questions and not breaking out or intimidating or try to hide or refuse to answer some questions? Let us hear what you say on the comment section. Thanks for watching the video.